And speaking of another guy some people might have heard of, Conor McGregor, he recently tweeted Dublin, December 14th. Not sure if you know anything about it, but obviously that's the time frame he's looking to return. If you could pick a when, where, and who for his return fight, anyone in mind?
My wish list. What do I want for Christmas? I think him and Frankie Edgar would be a great fight.
Right.
I think it was in the works when Conor was kind of going on that featherweight tear.
Yeah.
He's ex-world champion, great fighter. If it was me, I'd love to see the Frankie Edgar fight this year, if possible, and then go on another run in 2020.
Is that just? It's almost like a legacy fight, right? Like Frankie and Conor, they've been linked together for so long. They've both got these great, legacies to their name. Is it just want to see it before they both retire and leave the sport?
Yeah. Frankie has a style that's one very difficult to deal with. You got to train very hard for it, but it's also one we're somewhat familiar with. Even from his first fight with Brimage, this kind of small, fast guy, quick hands, wrestling. But Frankie's just been in there with everybody. He's been the world champion. He's beaten legends like BJ Penn and so on. So I just think that's a great match for the fans. And for me, I'd love to see it.
And McGregor mentioned something in his interview with Ariel Helwani of ESPN that stylistically it does set him up nicely to prepare for another guy you may have heard of, Khabib Nurmagomedov. There's a similar style, not quite the same. On Khabib, did you see his fight with Dustin Poirier? Did you think it was going to go that way? And is there anything you can take away from that as like, okay, I still see a chink in the armor that others might not have seen? What did you take from that?
No, pretty much as I thought.
Okay.
He just has a relentless grappling style that's very hard, very, very difficult to deal with. Poirier, I thought, did great, and it was the second round Poirier had some success, but he gave up a takedown and got caught in the third. It was a great fight.
Do you think Tony Ferguson can do better, have success where Poirier couldn't, or do you still think Khabib's pressure is just what it is?
Tony is a very interesting one. He's super fit. He's got a very aggressive guard. Again, they've been linked 3-4 times. They're supposed to have fought. So it's one of those fights again that we have to see.
And last one. I know you want the Frankie fight. The Khabib rematch is always there. There's this other guy, Nate Diaz, who's fighting for a new title, the baddest motherfucker in the world title. Or he's defending it, excuse me. Is that a title and a fight you're want?
Of course. Since forever.
There's a cherry on the cake now.
Since forever, it's been the Diaz trilogy is being talked about. He's he's a fighter's fighter. He's been in the game forever. Him and Conor have done a lot of time in the Octagon already, and who wouldn't want to see a few more rounds of that?
John, thank you and congratulations on the facility.
Appreciate that.